Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Art, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Mabinogi G15, the Merchant of Venice. So, we're continuing our journey with helping Shylock with his quest, where he needs us to deliver supplies to Tolkien so they can grow produce for the low-income, poor, homeless, and etc. in Belvast, because typically, well, yeah, because typical of nobles and the rich folks, and I believe, is it also some merchants, they kept majority of their money to themselves, and they're really not funneling it through to Belvast, so Belvast is not making that much funds for the food, so they're desperate right now. So for a way for him to go around it is for him to send seeds to Tolkien, this guy Black, to grow food so they can get food, but then if anything happens to the ship, you know. But yeah, so let's continue. Welcome, I'm Black, the farm manager of Tolkien. You came here at Shylock's request. Black adjusts his glasses and gazes at you with friendly eyes. I requested something from Shylock. Do you happen to have it? Yes. Shylock didn't forget my request after all, thank you. Black smiles happily. Must have been a long trip, no? Here, I have a couple potions left. Please take them and refresh yourself. Black puts a large bundle of potion in your bag. And here are the pumpkin and tomatoes for Shylock. Please get them to him before they go bad. Alright. That's pretty easy. Shylock's not that bad of a guy. I guess maybe it's his pride or his pettiness. Because this beef with Antonio seems weird now, just because he didn't notice him or never, like, pay attention to him? Seems odd for this guy who's helping others. Unless he's helping others so he can get recognition for what he's doing. To be revered as the... Hika's mom. Oh yeah, we have to talk to Hika's mom. He did mention that. I believe they're up front, right? God damn, come on, please. Oh my, this is from Mr. Shylock, isn't it? He gives us such generous portion each time. I worry that Mr. Shylock is being too kind. How do you carry hundreds of pumpkins and tomatoes? Are you really so strong? You don't look it. Hika's mom examines your arm. Anyways, thank you very much. It must have been a difficult trip. Here's some delicious strawberry milk for you. Enjoy. Hika's mom hands you a cold glass of strawberry milk. Goodness, what would we have done if not for Mr. Shylock? For poor people like us, Mr. Shylock is a tremendous help. I know he seems gruff, but deep down he's a kind, warm-hearted fellow. He may be rich now, but he still remembers back when he was poor. I think that keeps him humble. I wish other rich people were even half as kind as Mr. Shylock. You know, I don't understand why so many nobles turn out to be cruel, terrible people. Even Mr. Shylock suffers because of them, losing his family like that. You heard, haven't you? He lost his daughter and his wife. Oh, such terrible business. Tears starts to well up in her eye. Can you imagine how broken heart Mr. Shylock must have been? That's why he lives alone. Even now, if I went through something like that, I would have hated the nobles as he does. Ah, so that's why. And Mr. Videk went through much the same thing. Why must so many lose their family? It's so terrible. There is too much tragedy and sorrow in this world. After wiping her tears with her sleeves, Hika's mom suddenly slaps her knees and shouts, "Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I have things to do to bring laundry inside before it rains. I'll pass out the vegetables to the people. So tell Mr. Shylock not to worry. I'll be seeing you, my handsome friend, later." I heard a lot of rumors about Admiral Owen. Goddamn gossip girl here. This is a lot of information I do not need to know. If I was in my character's shoe, I'll be like, look, this has nothing to do with me. I'm just here on business. You don't have to tell me anything. Or when people try to strike up small talk with you. Of course, I'm sure many rumors are exaggerated or even downright false, but some of them must be true too. I know he's a good man, I just worry sometimes. Sure, there's a good reason for keeping people out of Tory Ravine, but the whole thing is still suspicious. Sometimes I'm just not sure what to believe. Girlfriend for Hika. In conversation. Okay, I got a pumpkin. The hell am I gonna do with this? Thank you very much. Is Hika's mom well? When will Hika grow up and stop giving her so much trouble? I know the tropes are raising a child in tough times. His stony expression suddenly turns soft. Within his tender gaze, you can sense a warm heart. Oh, have you heard? Antonio's ship that was coming from Port Kila has gone missing. Just like the ship from Port Scene that disappeared. No storm or anything, they just vanished. That poor man. Ooh, Antonio, this is divine punishment for his sins. My darling wife and daughter both perished because of a self-centered noble like Antonio. What did they do? You shouldn't blame him just because he's like the others, you know? He has his own circumstances. A shadow falls over Shylock's face, his voice wavers as he continues. I was once a simple vegetable merchant of Imemaka. Though poor, I shared 20 happy years of marriage with my lovely wife, and we worked together to raise a fine daughter. Those were simpler, happier times. It took only a fickle nature of a single noble to destroy all of that. My wife and daughter lost their lives, and I was left crippled on the whim of one man with power. And all this happened in Imemaka. Oh, of course, it's Imemaka. Everything occurs from Imemaka. Shylock's eyes blaze with barely contained rage. Gripping his cane with white knuckles, he continues. Antonio didn't kill my family. He didn't beat Jessica or stab Leah through the heart. But his words entrapped my daughter and delivered her to that monster Vigorin. Even then, if he had used his own power, his influence, I could still have my quiet, happy life with my family, but they're gone, dead. And my heart died there with them. Because of Videk and because of men like Antonio who sit idly by and let lives be destroyed. Shylock speaks calmly yet firmly. I made my desire for revenge against Antonio plain, and the nobles have chided me for it. They call me heartless, they call me merciless, and they call me foolish. But if I am, who is to blame? The nobles treat us to the best like tools and the worst like dirt. They took books from the clever folks and swords from the strong ones. They keep us underfoot where they want us. Shylock's anger can no longer be contained. He shakes his cane in the air and shouts, Why? Why? It's because we are commoners. The noble thinks that we are somehow less than people. But tell me, do we not have eyes? Do we not have hands, organs, a body? Sense, feelings, a passion? Do we not eat the same food the noble eats? Are we not wounded by the same weapons? Do we not suffer the same ills and cure them the same way? Do we not shiver in the cold and sweat in the heat? Do we not bleed when we are stabbed? Do we not laugh when we are tickled? Do we not die in pain when we are fed poison? And do we not take revenge when we are harassed? If a commoner offends a noble, they are fined, or beaten, or worse. But what's of a noble that offends a commoner? Where is justice then? Where is my justice? Shylock stops, breathing heavily. After a moment, he continues in a disturbing cold tone. That noble have taught me. They can trample on the law, so I must seek justice myself. The malice that the noble taught me, I'll return it to them 100-fold. Your eyes, you think I'm wrong. I think you should choose which to deal it with. Some could be good. Like, I feel like it's fair game, honestly. But I feel like you should be so selective of who you choose to take revenge on. But I don't have context on what Antonio did, really. How did he swoo his daughter to dying? You think me too cruel? Then take this, read it, then tell me you cannot understand. Oh goddamn, I have to read? From his inner pocket, Shylock produced a small yellow diary. My time is coming. If the goddess of revenge, Morgan, is listening, if something like justice truly exists in Aaron, then every single one of Antonio's ship will sink. I will then carve out Antonio's heart while it still beats and offer it to my poor slain family. As Shylock placed the diary in your hand, you see him struggling to support himself, as though his legs cannot hold the weight of his anger. Now that my revenge is close, I have no need of that diary. Do with it is what you will. Burn it for all I care. I'm just so tired. He's like Dracula. All Dracula wanted was just revenge, and that was the only thing holding him together throughout his life. He's like, I don't care. Just get it done. Just kill all the humans. As long as it's done. Shylock shakes his head and turns away. His steps falls heavily as he leaves. Do I really have to read this? I'll skim it. My god, 7 pages. Today was Samhain, and I took Jessica out to the Moongate for some fishing. While Jessica waited for a bite, I had a lovely conversation with Leah. During our talk, she shared how busy she was the past couple months. Her hand used to be silky and smooth before our marriage, but now they have turned rough like a farmer's. It always breaks my heart having to see her go through all this because I provided so little. I must make my fortune for her sake. On the way home, I saw Jessica wearing a necklace with a large pearl. Though Leah told Jessica to leave it where she found it, asked Leah to allow Jessica to keep it. Leah always worries too much. Jessica is already at the tender age of 15, but it pains me to see her without a single fine dress. As the man of the house, I feel responsible for our financial difficulties. Starting next album Ealer, I will work even harder. I have to start saving up for Jessica's wedding too. Unfortunately, it turns out the pearl necklace Jessica found the other day belonged to Lady Aerens, the missing wife of Vigorin. By chance, Antonio saw the necklace at school and returned it to Vigorin. Vigorin then came and took Jessica, saying he needed to ask her some things. It's late at night now, but Jessica still hasn't returned. Leah went to Vigorin's home. Okay, at that point, you should have went home and was told Jessica too tired to return, so she stayed the night. Hope nothing happened since Antonio promised to prove Jessica's innocent. I'm a little relieved. I really hope Vigorin is able to find his wife and the clues from the necklace. Beltane. Jessica still hasn't returned, and there has been a grave misunderstanding. Vigorin claims that Jessica killed his wife and stole the pearl necklace from her. He had Jessica thrown in prison. Leah is furious with me, saying it's my fault for letting Jessica keep the necklace. She says such terrible things like Leah might die. I must go see Vigorin early in the morning tomorrow and settle this matter. Rumors going around town that Lady Aerens fell for a merchant from Belvast. They ran off together. I think Vigorin is the only person who thinks otherwise. I haven't seen Jessica's face for 3 days now. I went to the castle, but all I was told was that she's an important suspect and I can't see her. Leah and I were finally able to see Vigorin, but he called us dirty communists and thieves and threw us out. Leah has fallen ill from stress. Jessica's trial is tomorrow. I feel so helpless. I don't understand how such things can happen. Perhaps Antonio's father might be able to do something. I must go see Antonio tomorrow. I went to see Antonio early in the morning, but he told me that he is too busy to see me. I beg and plead, but the guard at his mansion told me the commoner should know his place. Chased me away. What the hell? Jessica was acquitted of murder, but Vigorin enforced a conviction of theft. My sweet Jessica has been sentenced to 10 lashes after the trial. I saw Vigorin's hand big pouch of gold to a soldier. Soldier whipped in my poor daughter harder than I have ever seen anyone whip. Her clothes were torn in her back. I took her directly to Agnes and she says Jessica will live, but her back will always bear the scar. Jessica's entire body is burning. I called Agnes right away and she told me that the wound is infected. Jessica's back has turned a terrible color and is dripping with. Leah is still sick but has risen from the bed to tend to Jessica. I implore her not to, but she just ignores me now. This is a nightmare. Jessica has died. My daughter, my life, now lies beneath the cold ground. Leah fell ill again. She looks so pale as though she died along with my daughter. I don't want to be alone. Please, don't take them both. Leah and Jessica now lie side by side. I just stare out the window today. I hear Antonio laughing with his friends. All will end tomorrow. Damn. Justice for Shylock. Jesus. Is this the case of Samasu? Shylock did nothing wrong. It's wild that even... I guess that's why he's mad. More context. You would assume after all that Antonio would apologize, right? I guess that's what he meant, that every time he walked by him he didn't notice him. I guess he mostly wanted an apology or something, anything that he understands. Like, You know, I wasn't gonna read it, but then I started reading the first part quietly, and I was like, okay, it's kind of interesting. I kind of do want to read it now. But man, Tonio's such an asshole, right? Maybe he's a big doofus, asshole. His silver hair. Oh, welcome, Ursula. Shylock told me everything. Quite impressive, getting the money from Keith and helping the poor of Belvast. I knew I was right about you. Honestly, I wasn't even surprised you could get the full billion. With that money, Belvast has a strong foundation to become even more prosperous. I think you earned your reward. The Admiral gestures with his hand and Shylock brings a plain wooden box. He opened the box to find a pair of leather gloves wrapped in silk. These were my personal gloves throughout my career. They were seeing me through many trials of triumph. Now that I no longer fight on the front lines, I think these will be of more use to you. Admiral Owen pats you on the shoulder. You can feel a bond of trust between you. Whenever you visit Belfast, please make sure you pay me a visit. I'll be sure to always make time for you. For now, please excuse me, as I have some matters to attend to. Shylock comes in with a thick bundle of documents, and a pained look comes over the Admiral's face. Oh, cutscene. The hole is getting bigger. We must tell everyone. Is this like the creation of Aaron? No, the people might make the hole disappear. What if something scary comes over? Don't worry, we'll make a magical door then. The two of us are more than enough. Magical door? That's too dangerous. So let's either Psychol or Shakespeare. Look at this. Can you really say that? The most colorful animals have the strongest poison. That's why we should make the door to keep us safe. Please, just this once. We're fine, but this is truly the last time. Okay. Talk to Marlo and Avon. Oh, he gave us gloves, so I might as well wear it. What information does Shakespeare journal contain? Still have not been able to make sense of it. Tell him about Shakespeare's memory of rebirthing. Shakespeare rebirthing? Does that mean he's a Malaysian like you? I never would have imagined. But it all makes sense in a way. It explains why the record conflicts so much. Shakespeare has been described as a young man. However, I'm even more surprised that the ancient city of Avon lives on Shakespeare's memory. How long ago do you think that memory is from, Ursula? And for that matter, why can you see his memories at all? I think you're the key to unraveling this mystery, Ursula. I'll give you page 15 of Shakespeare journal. Please examine it carefully and tell me what you find. Perhaps in his past we will uncover Shakespeare's future. That's the end of my story. The course of true love never then runs smooth. Avon, 3 months after Shakespeare's rebirth. Oh, Shakespeare's back. It's the scene from the dream. Bella was there on the ground. Bro, he went and trained, but her flute is the only thing here. I guess it was just a nightmare after all. He was like, I'm gonna get geared up. My dear prophet, is this the woman you are looking for? One from a different star bearing the gift of a prophetic dream. How fascinating. You are Psycho. Wait, Bella, why is she with you? So you love this woman. What foolish man. Get away from Bella now. Well, she was trying to tell him something. What was she hiding? If you do not wish to dream of your own death, run from Aaron, my dear blind prophet. Is he gonna die again? Or is he much better now? Oh god, we got the epic music. That didn't kill you guys. Damn, you don't have rage impact. That's unfortunate. Oh! Oh! I made a mistake! Oh god. Alright. Its range is terrible. Alright, come on. I used the landscape to my advantage. I got Dark Souls 1 this. If you don't know what I'm talking about Snorlax and Pikachu. I defeated them by using the pillow to my advantage. Because the lightning one just kept slamming inside the pillar. Alright, you in the fight? No, alright, I'm not going over there. Mag spam it is then. Alright, I gotta get to the rock. No. And he's an elf. Like Portia. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, nice. And this guy is using counter for a long... Okay, there we go. Never mind. Alright, bro. You do you. You have arrow revolver? Oh, you don't. No. That sucks. Ooh, crit. Come on. Come on, big boy. I'm gonna take the zero. One? But he's within range. Come on, how many of you is there? Come on. Come here. No, I don't have to aggro Ultra Boy. Alright, I'm gonna smash him. Don't counter it, you piece of shit. Bella! You defy me, I will condemn you to eternal torment. No, that is to be your fate, Psycho. Morgan, you dare banish me to Avon? I will not be entrapped so easily. I will destroy you along with everyone else. You cannot, you can never defeat me. Screen intensify times 100. No, stop, Bella's here. You still have time. Run, low prophet. Run far, far away from here. Shakespeare, do not make me regret my decision. I like how she just shows her. Oh, I guess this was back then. When that day comes, the one to rule over Avon will be you, not Psycho. Well, so I guess he volunteered to go to Avon. I thought Psycho was gonna send him, and then Morgan was gonna send Psycho to Avon, but no, he just volunteered to save Bella, and then Psycho took Bella. What happened to her? But that's the story for another day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.